I just realised that thing to get in required retinal thing, didn't it? Authorization. Is that before eye recognition was even a thing?
This was 2001, I think.
I doubt there'll have been retinal recognition in 2001. Could be wrong.
I don't know.
I highly doubt that.
Could
So
have
if that's the case, this was predicted the future.
Well, the Metal Gear games do that a lot.
Another phone call. Why don't you just put it on silent? You'd be sick of talking to people, wouldn't you? Well, it's him again.
Raiden, one of those hostages in there is.
What's wrong with it?
The only thing we know is that Ames.
I think you're a
Oh,
couple of
it's
seconds
funny
ahead.
about me.
I think you're a couple of seconds ahead of me.
So use the direct.
Alright, I'll try not to spoil it then.
Just pause 2 seconds.
Ames by his heartbeat.
Alright, I'm going to pause and go 1, 2. So, pause, 1, 2, now.
If it really is Ames, he should respond in some way.
What is wrong with that person? Is that what you're on?
Yeah, we're on track again.
There we go, viewers. You are watching Metal Gear Solid 2 until Legend 13's YouTube channel. What part are we in now?
The 12, I think 13. 13.
Who knows? Time is just an illusion, people.
13, 14, maybe 15.
Time is literally an illusion, don't think.
Maybe part 6 time.
It's not lower the tone again. You'll be back on. Just remember, Daily Motion's calling.
And look for Ames while deflecting the enemy's suspicion.
They don't worry about things like that over on Daily Motion. I'd love to know if anyone's watching this. Has anyone got a Daily Motion account? I'd love to know if there's any Daily Motion survivors out there. It's a bit like, has anyone still got a MySpace account, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's like asking that question.
Mm-hmm.
You ever have MySpace?
No.
No, I didn't. It was a bit before our time, weren't it, really? You have MSN?
No.
What was your first social media?
Facebook.
Mine was Bebo.
Got all about that.
Chav. Hello, Ames. I thought it was like going to be a Spanish woman.
Keep still and listen to me.
And you, Ames.
I got in here using one of their uniforms. I'm taking off the tape.
Quite fit them Latino girls, aren't they?
Sexist.
An informer calling in.
Hashtag get cancelled.
I'm in a fight.
Take this thing off me, will you?
They've got brains as well. Some of them.
I'm Richard Ames.
The Secret Service?
No, I was sent in by the Lali Lule Lo.
There it is again. Lalaloolo. What could that possibly mean?
Oh, you've got a thing with this, haven't you?
Where the president is. We have little time, so I'll be brief. How about switching to nano?
What's nano communicators? Thank you.
That's codec.
Right, silence beats talk when it comes to safety.
Oh, the old zoom in job. Oh, again, another phone call. Pick up the phone, boy, pick up the phone.
Do you really know where the president is?
When I see your name on the caller ID,
First floor of Shell 2's course.
pick up the PHONE.
Shell 2. Is he still there?
I don't know.
And if anyone knows what song that's from, you get 10 points. You know,
The
yeah.
other hostages. The hostage was killed in retaliation after the SEAL 10 disaster, remember?
What are you talking about? Regardless of what they do to other hostages, they won't touch them.
What makes you so sure?
The case.
You mean the nuclear button they took?
Right. And the case won't do a thing by itself. That case may be the single most advanced example of a weapons failsafe system. The password is nothing less than the physiological data of the US president.
Physiological data.
The president's own vital signs.
How do you know that?
Brainwave patterns.
This is interesting.
Well, yeah, you'd be like trying to get Donald Trump's brainwave patterns, wouldn't you? What happens if they completely flatline?
Along with the DNA pattern.
Who knows? Probably can't launch a nuke. It wouldn't do much good for Biden either. He'd be asleep all the time.
Password entry itself cannot be performed unless brainwave.
Stop Biden hate.
The
Stop
case is
hating him. The guy's
No.
doing a good job.
no, he's not.
He is. He's got
No,
all
the-
vaccinated.
The case would probably think he's brain dead or something.
As a failsafe, the input
They,
was
they'd
also
probably think
confirmed
vital signs. What vital signs? He's dead.
if a valid
Oh no, he's just.
I mean, that's certainly how we Donald Trump's brain. Useless.
And that's why they can't harm the president.
At least until the bird.
What's happened to him, Donald Trump, at the minute?
A new model of Metal Gear
I don't know.
here.
When somebody
There's
retweeted his post or something and we got shut down.
Yeah, they're still writing hit pieces on
You're
him.
in an offshore
Yeah.
plant.
Haven't they told you anything? The entire
Oh
thing
god,
is
it's scandalous, Adam. He's been getting a
tanker
presidential
accident
pension.
caused it, everything.
You know, like every other president in
Built
history.
specifically for the development of a new Metal Gear model. The inspection tour was to check its progress.
What's going on around here?
Hold on, wait. What was that? What's he called him?
Ames.
Hey, oh yeah, fit Spanish one.
Richard Ames.
That's him?
Use the microphone to listen in.
I think the subtitles get a bit fucky at this point.
Oh, good. Everybody loves a good fucky subtitle.
King, Fat Man is dead.
It doesn't matter. Saved us the trouble of getting rid of him ourselves.
Why did he betray us?
Who knows? They're a band of lunatics to begin with. Nothing they do should come as a surprise.
I'll have his background rechecked, just in case.
You think he was working for them?
We can't discount the possibility, especially with that intruder still at large.
Yes. The man in the sneaking suit.
You know more about those suits than I do.
But Foxhound was disbanded 4 years ago. So it must be the Patriots. What about the damage to Shell 2?
The circulation system for the contaminated water has been damaged. The water being drawn in is overflowing, and the lower block of the central section is flooding.
Seal the connecting pathway between Shells 1 and 2.
The Simtex and IR sensors are already in place.
Any effect on it?
No.
What about the President?
The password entry has already been made to the black case. In 1 hour, we'll need a confirmation from him. His work is done after that.
Make sure you keep him alive until then.
Yes, I know.
What about the unit's activation?
Almost complete. The code has already been entered. All we need now is for the girl to start the system.
The usual method, I assume?
No. The drugs took care of everything.
Only a few more steps to outer heaven.
Who is that cyborg ninja?
Do we deliberately have subtitles on to appeal to deaf viewers?
What about you?
I just like reading subtitles myself.
Yeah,
Anyway, the subtitles are fixed, so we're back.
What it isn't do when
you should. It's fixed. It's going up and down. Right.
It's been 2
Yeah,
years
it's
ago to
the
let
subtitles are supposed to they're supposed to reflect who you've got the mic
How
pointed
could
at,
you suspect me?
and the other subtitles
How
for,
meaningful you
were
must
for someone in the
say
corner
that
shitting
you were still
himself.
alive.
That's why the subtitles were all wrong. It's a weird bug with the HD version.
Sergey was my best friend.
But anyway, we're back.
It's remastered in HD though, this game. It wouldn't originally be in HD, would it?
Sergey,
No, it
don't
was
ever let me
PS2.
see your gun pointed at me again.
I think you could play this on the latest Xbox.
Stop this infighting. I took you both in when
I
you
think
were
so. I'm not sure about that.
You think any government would have you as irregulars in this political climate? The worst kind of wet works, maybe. But even that's doubtful. I recommend against switching camps. You've nowhere left to go.
Well, we'll have to go.
Well, yeah, that's Olga. So if Dad's dead, she ain't got anywhere to go.
What do you think to the possibility of J-Lo and Ben Affleck getting back together, James?
Oh, who cares?
It's happening.
You don't want it to happen?
This
Who
damn
cares?
right arm.
Okay.
Look. Revolver Ocelot's getting his. He's getting possessed by his arm again. Do you remember that from part 1?
I do.
I never trust a Frenchman.
Yeah, liquid's in his arm and Revolver Ocelot keeps getting possessed by it.
There's something going on. The incidents are becoming more frequent. Maybe that man's presence.
Ocelot, I leave this place in your hands.
What could possibly go wrong?
Take care of.
Yes, King.
You'd think you'd get rid of him if he keeps getting possessed by a dead man.
Is that really Solid Snake?
Solid Snake. Oh, it could be him.
I thought Snake was dead.
Solid Snake.
He did die.
Yes, Solid Snake's dead.
But he's also here in the shell.
I don't think he is,
He
you know.
survived, or there are 2 of them,
2 of them?
and that's impossible.
I'm putting it out there.
You and your conspiracy
What
theories.
did you manage to catch?
They said password input was complete.
I thought so.
You said the password entry into the black case had to be made by the president willingly.
That's right.
So this means the president is cooperating with them.
It would have to be, yes.
Dun dun dun.
Why?
Probably
The president
tired of
is
being a puppet.
cooperate with the
It wasn't
terrorists.
a smart move to betray us.
A puppet?
We're running out of time. They will fire a
I'll
nuke.
not make another Joe Biden joke.
Then.
Fire the nuke. But it's no.
Yeah, we know Biden now.
Ransom?
$30 billion in cash.
What are you babbling about? The nuclear strike is not a threat.
I'll get my fill next session.
They plan to slaughter millions of
If there is a next session, James, of course, this is our last Skype session.
You've heard of the Clinton effect?
total disruption of electronic equipment caused by
We've done pretty well, though, to keep it going, I think, for a pandemic, this.
Well, when an average nuclear warhead goes off within the atmosphere, the result is an electric
Well, I'm doing
Yeah,
most of the
pulse of
work.
up to 50 billion megawatts.
I've still showed up. I tell you what, you don't know how big a gift this is, the fact that I'm dedicated 2 hours a week to this.
Electronic equipment will be toast in an instant.
It's an hour and a half.
Yeah, 2 hours, though, innit? Time to be logged on.
Stops functioning. It could mean the beginning of a global depression.
Halfway through today's recording. We hope you're still with us, viewers.
What they plan to do is liberate Manhattan, pull it offline, and turn it into some kind of a republic. Hence,
Yeah,
Oh, Sons of Liberty.
Sons of
title drop. Yeah, it's the title of the game.
I'm going offline.
So they're going to rename Manhattan Sons of Liberty.
I don't.
I don't think that really got a good. I don't think they thought that one through. That's not a good ring to it, you know. I mean, it's not going to look good, that is it? In the map. Oh, where should we go this? Where should we go this weekend? Let's go to Sons of Liberty.
Unlock doors of up
Ah.
to level 3 security.
Let's go to
Use
New
it to get to
York.
Shell 2.
A New
Take care of the president
Jersey.
before they launch the nuke.
No, I'll go to Sons of Liberty instead. Nah, it doesn't sound right. What's this guy with the long hair? Is it him that turns on
Pick
people?
up your AK.
Yes.
Ah, you see, him that's the snake, innit? Not Solid Snake, you know what I mean? It's a backstabber.
No, it's Revolver Ocelot. He keeps getting possessed by Liquid Snake.
Yeah, his arm, isn't it?
Yes.
How's he doing that then?
No idea.
What do you think you're doing?
Yeah, what do you think you're doing? Looks like a comedy
I
character.
asked him to remove these. I'm ill, you see.
Let's shoot him.
I always knew that the DIA turned out second-rate liars.
What are you talking about?
No need for denials. We know what you are, Colonel Ames.
Oh. Didn't take kindly to that, did he, Colonel Ames?
So they sent you in to keep tabs on him. Am I right?
You.
Oh, the old guns out.
You failed to carry out your duties.
You'll never escape the Lali Lule Lo.
Is that so? What the?
Going on.
Just shoot him.
You tricked me. I understand now. Ocelot. You.
Let's just shoot him. Saved a bullet.
You? Which team are you with?
I think we've been rumbled.
Show me your face.
How's he rumbled him?
You know who he is.
No, he is
not one of mine.
Identify yourself.
Oh no.
Yeah, so at this point on, that disguise is fucking useless.
Well, if this were real life, he'd be dead.
Oh.
wouldn't
Oh, he almost got his hand cut off again, like the first game. 'Cause that's exactly how it happened.
he? Do you think he's just lazy? Fuck that. Kid.
We need the hostages alive.
Yeah, that's exactly how it happened in the first game. A cyborg ninja jumped down from the ceiling and chopped his hand off. And it almost happened again.
I think in the third game, you'd constantly walk around with your hands in your pockets just to be on the safe side, wouldn't you?
Well, the third game's a prequel, so...
Oh, you know what I mean.
The fourth game's a sequel, so yeah.
There you go,
Fourth
fourth
game.
game. Then.
But yeah, it looked like the Secretary of Defense had a heart attack. Just like the DARPA chief in the first game.
It was Secretary of Defense, Colonel Ames.
Yep.
Colonel
It looks like he died of a heart attack. I don't know what else it'd be.
Poisoning.
Colonel,
Oh, he's back again.
looked like a heart attack.
That's unfortunate. However, we do at least know where the president is.
Was he a good guy, Colonel Ames?
There's a new type of Metal Gear in this.
Yeah, he seemed to be alright.
Apparently. We're still looking into it.
I've also been told that the nuclear strike was what the terrorists were after from the start, not the $30 billion.
$30 billion?
It was a cover-up all along.
Colonel, what are you?
Yeah, Colonel, what are you keeping from him?
Holding back anything. It's not as though I'm told all the facts either.
Funny, he said exactly the same thing in the first game.
As I can to look into all this.
So it's just a poor game, this, then, isn't it?
Our priority should be with the president right now.
No,
Copying everything that happened in the first.
just because there are some similarities to the first game.
Do a strike. Get to the president.
Is it a copy or is it a clever tangent parallel?
Is cooperating with them.
According to Ames,
That is the question.
Oh, we'll have to wait and see.
True that they're about to get rid of the president. There's something else going on here, and the president may be able to tell you what it is when you see him in person. Once they get the confirmation for nuclear launch, they'll do it. You need to rescue the
I mean, the setup's kind of similar as well. They were looking to launch a nuke in the first game as well, for your Metal Gear.
Do you think the second one's better than the first one?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Oh, he's dead. So we got some downtime.